ladies, it's Angela here. Thank you so much to everyone who watches me on my YouTube channel, Angela Simpson Functional Medicine, or on my private Facebook group, Functional Medicine for Hormonal Imbalances, or you may watch me on Instagram or TikTok. Either way, if you do like what I have to say, please make sure you give me a thumbs up and invite your female friends, especially your female friends over 40, to check out what I have to offer and some of the information that I like to share. And so what I want to share with you today is something that I see so commonly for females, especially over the age of 40, 50, and beyond. Many women are told that the only way they're going to get themselves feeling better, and one of the only ways to go about improving their health, is with using HRT. HRT is short for hormone replacement therapy. It's all the craze these days. There is some research evidence for using HRT for specific symptoms and potentially conditions, but this is actually not proven. But many women are told that they need to be on HRT, or not only are they going to be terribly symptomatic as they approach the transition into perimenopause, menopause, and beyond, but they're also going to be at increased disease risk state for multiple different conditions. This is fear-mongering. A lot of this isn't true. And I find a lot of the information that's out there on the internet now is coming from influencers, people that say that they have the information at their fingertips, but they're really not reading the real research. And we want to be mindful of where we're getting our information from. You want to discern what's true and what's not. Most of our information that is true is going to come from healthcare professionals, from women that have been working in the field of women's health for many years. Myself, I've been working in the field of women's health for almost 25 years now as a healthcare professional. I've seen a lot, and we want to not only be thinking about the research, but we also want to be thinking about what we've seen through our experiences with working with clients over the years. What I've seen in this era of women being really pushed to use HRT for every symptom and every prevention, especially for females as they're approaching midlife and beyond, is that it doesn't work for everyone. It really doesn't solve all problems, even if it does help to improve some of your symptoms. We need to be understanding for females as they get into midlife, what are the root causes of the most common symptoms and the potential for disease risks? Where are they coming from a root cause perspective? So when we have lowering, changing, shifting hormone levels, which definitely starts to accelerate in perimenopause, which is that lead up to the transition into menopause, some of the common symptoms that most women experience are changes to energy levels, increased brain fog, inability to focus as well as they used to, more inattentiveness, and inability to feel productive, motivated, get things done from a brain perspective. Many women start to report metabolic shifts. They start to notice them in their late 30s, early 40s. They feel like they're doing nothing different, but there's shifts and changes happening regardless. Many women try to cut back on calories. They try and go into more restrictive programming to get themselves to lose the weight and get themselves feeling more balanced with their metabolic health. Often women do experience a lot of anxiety as they come into perimenopause and the menopause shift, or other mood shifts. Very common for women that have felt relatively stable mood-wise through most of their lifespan to start to notice the mood shifts start to unravel how they're feeling, anywhere from the extreme of extreme anxiety on one end to extreme depression on the other end. And there's definitely lots of things in between there that can start to impact our quality of life. These are the most common symptoms that I see for women when I work with them one-on-one and in my group programs. What I see across the board, regardless of if women are utilizing HRT or not, is that many women have significant shifts happening in their gut as they get into their 40s and 50s. And they have no idea what this actually means. We have to provide education on what this looks like. What I mean when I say the gut is not functioning well is we can do lab tests to understand the function of your gut health. For many women, they would never connect that their anxiety could be related to deteriorating gut health. I see this time and time again. And when we run tests, we can understand why this could be the case for you. So many women, when they have dysfunction in their gut and they have more anxiety in perimenopause, when we run lab testing, we see that serotonin levels are not optimized. And this is really our calming brain chemical that helps us feel calm, regulated, helps us sleep better, helps the brain to stay calm yet focused. And it is actually something that does help us with anxiety levels staying managed. But many women think that they need to either add in some sort of medication to help them with serotonin management, or they need to add hormone replacement therapy because they've been told that that can help them with mood balance. When we run these gut tests, we can see that serotonin production is very low in a lot of these. Many women don't realize that 90% of your serotonin is produced in the lining of the gut. So if your gut is not functioning well, as soon as the hormone levels start to lower, estrogen and progesterone, those two hormones do help to keep our serotonin balanced. So as they lower, if we don't have our gut health optimized, we're going to have significantly lower production and utilization of serotonin. So most women that suffer primarily from symptoms of mood imbalance as they get into this time of life, they often have significant imbalances in their gut. The gut is often inflamed, it's not absorbing nutrients well, there's a huge imbalance in the gut microbiome, so the good gut bugs relative to the bad gut bugs. And we need enough good gut bugs to actually produce, there's certain bacteria in the gut that help us to produce those neurotransmitters. So if we don't have enough of that bacteria in abundance, we're not going to produce. So we need to get the gut functioning well. And when I work with women, once we see what's going on in their guts through proper lab testing, women often, one of the first things they feel is relief of the symptom of mood imbalance. They feel less panicked, less anxious. They start to sleep better. Life seems more calm and open again versus panic-stricken and frantic, which is what you feel like when you are dealing with anxiety on a daily basis, right? Everything seems like a big deal. The ability to cope goes down. The overwhelm goes through the roof with just the littlest things that you used to cope with no problem, didn't even think about before. You just managed them all. This is very disruptive to your life, not only for you as a human, but probably for others around you, your close loved ones, if you're dealing with significant anxiety, potentially panic, and you just feel overwhelmed all the time. So if you want to understand how you can get the balance back in your body over the long term, once women do actually figure out what's going on in their guts and they get a proper plan in place, they can start to feel better in as little as 4 to 6 weeks. So it doesn't take long, but it does take time to get stable rebalancing, meaning you can have nice changes in the first 4 to 6 weeks of working on what you need to that's specific to your gut and the imbalances going on in there that's impacting the ability to produce serotonin and other neurotransmitters that keep you balanced with your mood. There's things that you need to do over time that help to keep these systems stable and in place. And it can take 4 to 6 months to repair and heal your gut. And you have to know exactly what to do specific to your own gut. It's not as simple as taking a leaky gut healing agent that you found online that some influencer told you would help you heal all of your gut problems. We have to get specific and understand what's going to work for you. And it's based on your gut and your gut microbiome. We're all unique. We all need different strategies to help us get back on track. This is one way that I help women. And there's many other ways that we can reveal and understand where the root causes of your hormone imbalance symptoms are coming from as you get into perimenopause, menopause. Don't be fooled by what you see online. Definitely be looking very closely at the credibility of people that are giving you this information online. Because a lot of these people have very little training and they really don't understand systems. They don't even understand proper research behind the systems. They're not giving you the proper information. Be very wary of the information that you see online. Make sure that you are following and trusting practitioners, healthcare professionals, people that are experienced as well. It's one thing to be a healthcare professional. It's another thing to have worked in the field for 15, 20 plus years. I always definitely look for that, maybe because I'm also in an age group now too, where I am experienced. I do think there's something to be said for that. Make sure you're looking for what you need to that's going to work for you. Make sure you're looking for credible, real deal information. Learn how to heal and rebalance your body naturally as you get into perimenopause, menopause, and beyond, working with the right practitioners. If you are interested in learning more about how I could potentially help you, go to my website, www.angelasimpsonfunctionalmedicine.ca. Book a free complimentary consult to chat about your health. See if it may be a good fit for us to work together to help you improve your perimenopause and menopause transition symptoms. If you want to continue to follow me, go to my Facebook group, Functional Medicine for Hormonal Imbalances, and request to join the group. I'm going to be having a reset coming up soon. Feel free to join that. It's going to be free. We're going to go through a lot of information on busting the myths of what's really happening for your body in perimenopause, menopause, and the strategies that really work to get you back on track with how you're feeling. I look forward to seeing you in my groups or my social. You can either DM me if you're in one of my socials that allows you to do that. You can comment on my YouTube channel if you like. I'm happy to connect with you that way. If you want more tailored service, please feel free to go to my website and book that complimentary call. Thanks, ladies.